look of things. The former Lotus and Fun Cup racer, the man from Wickham Bishop, sitting there, having lost one place to James Pinkerton. Managed to grab the place back again on the brakes over James Pinkerton, but might have carried a bit too much momentum in towards the apex of the corner, which will allow Pinkerton to try and allow Ross Elliott rather to try and catch back on the exit of the corner. It's Ross Elliott that's lost the places. He's gone from he's gone from second down to third, and now potentially down into fourth place. It was a white car, so I naturally assumed it was James Pinkerton, but it's not, it's Ross Elliott.
Yeah, I mean, officially he went from first down to second, down to third, to fourth, to third. Yeah, that was quite interesting how that one was working. And yeah, we were thinking that Warrener was doing a good job coming back, but it was all out of sort of sync from where we were expecting those positions to be. Same right drivers, different order, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. So race leader already started to head up towards braking area for Agostini. He's on lap number 4 currently. A great little fight that is going on with Dean Warrener and co heading up towards Agostini. Shane Stoney already safe on his way out of the corner. He comfortably leads the race. James Pinkerton in second place, then Dean Warrener ahead of Ross Elliott, Chris Short, and that is going to be Mackenzie Walker, isn't it? The number 27 car that sits there now inside the top 6 as Mark Trout has dropped down through the order now, hasn't he? He's still the leading rookie, but he's lost another place.
And I think by the maths, he's already wrapped up the rookie championship as well with what come through. I think that was how I interpreted those points, especially with the fact that Simon Bailey is the second place rookie and he's running third in this one, so I'm pretty certain he's already wrapped up the rookie.
Up to 13th at the moment. As for Julian Lay, who also lost 11 places with the shenanigans at turn number 1, he is now into 11th position. Leaders over the start finish line. Shane Stoney leads by 4.5 seconds. The lap that he just posted, 2 seconds quicker than anybody on that lap.
And we had a spin there for the number 11 car of Chris Short, so that's the one who's running second in the championship. They're all trying desperately not to take maximum points, aren't they? And he's leading the Fangio championship as it stands, but he's now running second in that. He's behind the number 18 car of Williams, is now leading Fangio, 7th and 8th overall in this race. So he had a nice little pirouette, and that was only because Emma here had it in the background and suddenly saw there was a spin. Did well to only lose 3 places if that was the case.
Yeah, very much so, because it's so tightly packed still. Less than 10 minutes of the race to go. Race leader Shane Stoney already pressing on up towards Oggie's on lap number 5. The gap between himself and James Pinkerton. Remember, this is the 2019 champion that leads, the 2018 champion there in second place. Dean Warrener, Ross Elliott, Mackenzie Walker, all together very much for third, fourth and fifth position. Mackenzie Walker is being brought on in terms of his capacity as a racing driver by Ian Flux again, as ever here, sort of supporting Mackenzie. Black and white warning flag going out this time through. One of the rookies, but also in the Fangio category, the drivers age.
Stoney will be enjoying the fact that he's able to sort of be lapping, what's that, 2 seconds quicker, best part, than last year's champion.
Yeah, he's just been so consistent all year as Shane Stoney, and has got the job done beautifully well all the time, side by side over the start-finish line. That was a fight between Will Hunt and the number 22 car of Andy Lowe. That'd be Will Hunt picking his way back up through the order. He actually gained 2 more places on that lap, did Will Hunt, so the number 21 car is now up into 10th position and is looking to try and make further progress from there. The lead advantage now grows to 6.4 seconds between Shane Stoney and James Pinkerton. The one I'm watching out for at the moment, though, is in 5th place. The black car with the red flashes, Mackenzie Walker, is quicker than the car ahead of him, which is Ross Elliott, and quicker than the car ahead of that, which is Dean Warriner. So Mackenzie Walker has pace.
I'm just enthralled by this, second, third sort of fight that's going on. Is the fact that Elliott's doing well up there in 4th position, and he came into this, sat there in 5th, but only 10 points behind Will Hunt. Will Hunt's now making up those places. We know that 77 Matt Jones is out, and that was only 2 points between those guys. So frankly, Chris Short had this just incredibly close, and it's going to come down to points between them. Race, and he's definitely going to be losing that now, and he could potentially opening corner of the opening lap, but Leader goes through and completes now his 6th lap. Hopefully he'll pick up his across the line very shortly. Black and white water flag That is Williams, the leader of the Fangio class as it stands at the moment. There we go, Stoney has gone through, and that's another new fastest lap down to the 156s now. Yeah, he's pushing on all of the time is Shane Stoney. He was down in the 1:56s in the race earlier on, but it was a higher 1:56. It was a 1:56.733, so he's gone 0.6 of a second quicker than he managed as the fastest lap in race number 1 as Shane Stoney now. Still 6 minutes to go, so he could further improve on that as well. James Pinkerton's now at 8.8 seconds adrift, but has 3.9 seconds in hand between himself and Dean Warriner. It's after that, Dean Warriner, Ross Elliott, Mackenzie Walker, all rather close to each other for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. Mark Tranter still completes the top 6, but is 7 seconds adrift of the trio ahead, and still has almost a second in hand between himself and the number 18 car that sits behind him, which is Mark Williams, who still continues to lead the Fangio class at the moment by, what's that? That is about a quarter of a second between himself and Chris Shaw. As it stands at the moment, if I can imagine that's them that's just making their way up towards Williams at a guess. The thing is, he doesn't really need to go for the 77 car of Jones. He's out of this race, so he doesn't need to try. But knowing that he provisionally is taking the overall championship as well for the Fangio, and second overall. Second overall in the championship standings. It's who's going to finish 3rd in the championship that's very much up for dispute, because Ross Elliott was separated by 10 points, but Will Hunt is only going to score 14th down in 10th place. He's just moved up to 9th, so that will next you an extra couple of points. And Ross Elliott, of course, is running in 4th place, so that would net him an extra 27 at this stage, so that's going to be close. It's going to be silly close, isn't it? It really is. So it's going to be for that 3rd place overall that it is really working itself out. 7 laps completed, less than 4 minutes left to go, as Shane Stoney's already making his way towards Williams and onto the Bentley Straight. I was just looking to see that we had a challenge going on in a gaggle that I hadn't really been paying that much attention to, but there's 3 of them having a great fight through Agostini as it stands at the moment. The leader's already about to reappear under the bridge at the end of the Bentley Straight.
Well, now Will Hunt is into 9th position. Championship. Ross Ross Elliott sits there in 4th place. That gives him an extra 27 points. He would be 1 point ahead, 274. That is how close it is. If Will Hunt, third in the championship, Will Hunt gains 4th place.
He is sat just behind car number 11, Chris Short, who is going to finish 2nd in the championship at this rate. If Chris Short loses a place, does he change? It's really interesting. There goes Pinkerton to number 1, Warner in 19 to Elliott.
Into the 1 minute 55 zone now. 1 minute 55.865 for Shane Stoney. That is the best mark. At least 3.5.
Well, now the car that's just ahead of Hunt is not Short anymore. It's Tranter, the rookie champion, dropped down 2 places last time. The 2 Fangio drivers, Williams and Short, managed to jump ahead of him. I said that there was something interesting going on between those guys, and it was the light blue, dark blue number 18 of Mark Williams was the one that I first saw a move being done into Agostini, but he's taken Short with him. That white number 11 car, they're making their way back towards Agostini again, and therefore if we look backwards, I wonder whether something's not quite right with Tranter's car. That number 16 car is under massive pressure, so that's the black and green car just about to exit. There he is, he's still ahead. Will Hunt knows that, he must know that he needs to just move past that one car there to make the difference.
Absolutely, yeah, there's a problem for the number 16 car of Mark Tranter, that if Will Hunt gets ahead of him, then Will Hunt is mathematically, for the moment, going to be 3rd in the championship. Time to go, so Shane Stoney will be looking to try and press on. How many laps did he squeeze out of the race earlier on? Well, even with the small safety car period, we got 10 laps out. That's exactly what we're going to get out this time for Shane Stoney. Finish line, guess what? He's fastest lap of the race.
Absolutely, well, it's probably the last time he's going to be able to ride this car, so I'm not surprised that he's going to really enjoy this this car that he has just dominated in a whole class of his own throughout this year, and as well he might deserve.
Very much under pressure from Wilson. The Dago flashes, it's Mark Tranter, the sole Gen 1 car we've got in the field. Will Hunt is right behind him. If he can work his way through, that puts Will Hunt up to 3rd in the championship standings, and he's gained the place. Wow. Will Hunt now up into 8th position. That's now an extra 18 of the championship. That will put him on to 275. Ross Elliott will be on 274.
So Ross Elliott sat there in 4th place. He needs to try. He does it, but he was like over 3/4 of a second behind the grey 19 car of Warner on this. That is going to be their final lap. So he needs to somehow try and make that move. But I can't see that he's going to do it. Although going through Oggies, it doesn't look like he's that far away from him. But he's got Mackenzie Walker just behind him. Although. And it does look as though Hunt, now he's made that move past Tranter, has made it stick as they're going through Hamilton. The green and black car has fallen away already from the white car of Hunt. So he's taking care of what he needs to do, Mike. He's really now, he's in the lap of the gods.
It is absolutely what is not in the lap of the gods is Shane Stoney's final principle tonight is yet another win. It's yet another checkered flag for the man who was already the champion even going into this weekend. Shane Stoney makes it a double here at Snetterton, as he did at Donington Park and at Snetterton earlier on in the year, and at Campbell and at Dalton. The only thing that's out this year was the first of the race that we have at Brands Hatch against Pinkerton, the champion 2018 champion who hasn't done much racing this year. Second place, Dean Warriner in 3rd place. Ross Elliott is going to finish in 4th place. He's not going to gain a place on the final lap that he desperately needs to do. 10th place, going to Mark Williams in 6th place. The pressure from Chris Short, two of them fighting for 1st and 2nd in the Fangio categorisation as well. But it will be Mark Williams who comes over the start finish line to grab a big victory in Fangio. That's his first Fangio. Chris Shaw finishes in 7th place. 8th place goes the way of Mark Tranter, who got himself back ahead of Will Hunt, who on this final lap has gone missing. So Will Hunt, who was back up to 3rd in the championship standings, is not coming back through. Quite what's happened to him, I don't know, but that now means that Ross Elliott, who's back into 3rd in the championship standings, down to 4th in the championship standings, will now go. Matt Jones on 259 points, because Will Hunt